Hello, Robbie Wong here, risking my wild card so you don't have to. And I am joined by my co-host.
This is Winston Wong. And how many wildcards did you use for this deck?
None, actually. We had everything. So I guess I risked them at one point. So we're working our way around the color wheel, really getting a feel for the best cards that each color can provide. And Nissa, who shakes the world, we were looking at a bunch of commanders in the mono green flavor, and this one seemed the most offensive and powerful. So we're starting with her. So this has some similarities to the Keenan deck, but let's take a second to talk about two different kinds of ramp. In my head, you have ramp from creatures and then ramp through enchantments or just fetching it out of your library and putting it onto the battlefield. So the mana dorks are great because they can also attack and they pair well with big anthem effects, and sometimes there's effects like Keenan who double it, but they're susceptible to sweepers. So we've elected in this version of Nissa to use ramp spells that primarily just put extra lands into the battlefield. So Arboreal Grazer plops them in, Gilded Goose is the first category of the creature, Incubation Druid is the first category of the creature, Wolfwillow Haven, they've got to blow up the land or the enchantment, Cultivate puts it onto the battlefield, Gift of Paradise, same as Wolfwillow Haven, Omen of the Hunt gets it onto the battlefield, Migratory onto the battlefield, Beanstalk, same thing. Nylea's is the only one, and I just really want to play this card, so we're going to make it work. We have a lot of removal spells. Kenrith Transformation, which is, if they don't have enchantment removal, taking control of a commander or transforming it, pretty handy. Plus this card replaces itself. Then we have the fighting suite of Wicked Wolf, Kogla, and Thorn Mammoth. We do not have Affectionate Indrik in here. Then Vivian, yeah, Vivian fights. Ugin destroys anything that is at least one color. Meteor Golem destroys everything. Ugin can destroy a lot of things. And Voracious Hydra fights. And we are not limited by Keenan's ability, so this is an excellent inclusion. We have ways to tutor up these fight spells. So Finale of Devastation, there's a couple cards that I think you need to keep in your brain. One is if you have 6 mana and you haven't drawn or milled or discarded it, then you can get Wicked Wolf and kill anything with 3 toughness. If you have 10 mana up, then you can get Kogla is 6. So if you have 8 mana up, you can get Kogla and kill anything with a toughness of 7. Thorn Mammoth is 9. And then End-Raze Forerunners is 10. Although it's better with 12 mana, because if you have 12 mana up, then X can be 10 with this, and then it's like double, triple overkill. But I think those Finale of Devastation targets are worth keeping in mind. And this goes into knowing what's in your deck, so that way you can cast this appropriately. Then we have a bunch of card advantage. Guruk's Uprising and Guardian Project are very similar, and they basically read every time you play a creature, draw a card. Lead the Stampede occasionally is a 3 mana draw 5, but more often than not, it's a 3 mana draw 2. Nylea Keen-Eyed at the bottom, the activated ability allows you to quote unquote surveil and get to your creatures and draw them. Beast Whisper and Great Henge are insane if unchecked.
Actually, Nylea is better than Surveil because you get to put it in your hand. You don't leave it on top.
Yeah. I guess it's like, I don't know. That doesn't really exist, does it? Nylea is a unique. Reveal the top card. I'm sure there's a card in Magic's history that does something like this, but
oh yeah,
no nicknames, right? Elder Gargoth just kind of does a little bit of everything. But these cards become other cards if unchecked. Then in the Plain Jane category, we have Yorvo and Questing Beast. And then for finishers, we have, I'm going to move Return of the Wildspeaker over here because he does double duty. these. So this is non-human creatures you control get +3/+3. So Mega Anthem, God-Eternal doubles power, Mega Anthem, End-Raze Forerunners, Mega Anthem. So these are just bonkers if you can get to those. Oh, God-Eternal Rhonas. Okay, so if you think you can end the game, then this is another one. This is the poor man's End-Raze Forerunners, right? So if you have 7 mana up and Finale of Devastation in your hand and you haven't discarded this, then you can fetch them up, double everything, and end the game this way. So there's a lot of power in the deck. There's combo question mark with the Finale of Devastation. If you draw it, you can, with these spells too, you can find what you're looking for. Once Upon a Time and Lead the Stampede. They both dig 5 cards deep to get to what you're going for. So it'll be interesting to play and compare, since the strategy was so similar to Keenan's. I think it'll be interesting to note at the end of this, which deck was more interesting, the blue-green version or just the straight green. But since the strategies are so similar, ramp into big scary things.
So we can talk a little bit about the differences, right? There's no counter spells. Before you only had a couple counter spells. Now you have none. You have not so much straight card draw, right? You have search effects and things like that, and things that turn card advantage, but you don't have straight card draw. You also have a slightly different land base.
Yeah, the mana is going to be more consistent.
This is great, right?
Yeah, so I've got ramp, I've got anything. We've got something that they need to respond to right away, and we can remove one of their problematic humans. Human.
And we're playing against General Kudro of Drannith.
Yep. The old man himself. Stars and Stripes. That's not a human. It's precision.
This is the one that gets so he is 1 black and white. Other humans you control get +1/+1, and whenever General Kudro of Drannith or other human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from opponent's graveyard. 2 generic, sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. So if he gets a bunch of human tokens out, all of your big green creatures are in a lot of trouble.
Yep. Oh, that's a fantastic draw, the Castle Garenbrig. So we're going to go, it looks a little bit to me like we're going to go turn 3 Beanstalk, turn 4 Nissa, turn 5 Kogla. Something will need to be killed, or depending, well, now, yeah, definitely Kogla.
Yeah.
And then Beast Whisper to finish them off. But we are going to take a ton of damage before that happens. It is a little unfortunate. Okay, Blast Zone, Beanstalk. We're really going to count on Nissa to stabilize here in a second. Some merit now with how fast they're going for next turn to go Castle Garenbrig, Kogla. So that way we can stop the bleeding, because we're going to take another 8 here and go to 11. We can't keep.
Yeah.
We can't keep. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're changing gears here. Nissa is not good enough, right? She's just going to get run over. So we need a Kogla. Oh, we really need them to tap out. I don't think it's going to happen. Yes. Okay. So Castle Garenbrig is going to allow us to ramp, quote unquote. Now the question is, who are we Kogling? The Black Lance is doing the most damage, but Kudro's a problem. But I feel like if we don't take the opportunity to kill the general, they'll have shields up. So I think it's just the general. Plus, it gets rid of one of the white mana pips that's going to power up Heliod. Any thoughts before I unclick?
The Alseid has lifelink, and lifelink is what gives Heliod counters.
So you think we should kill the Life's Bounty?
I don't know. That's my thought, right? Okay. But I think maybe, yeah, do what you...
I still think it's Kudro.
Okay.
I mean, like, if we get to Beast Whisper Nissa, like, or Guardian Project creatures, like, they're not going to be able to keep up. So I like, even, like, trading this, like, totally worth it. I know this is, like, 6 mana versus 2, but if we can get to the late game, it's not going to matter. Yep. Okay, dokie. So we play land. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Oh, we can't quite double spell. Okay, so what if we Nissa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We can do Nissa plus a 4 mana spell. That's Nissa and Wicked Wolf something.
Yeah.
Oh, let's make sure we be careful with your auto tapper. It's not always going to do what you think it's going to do. Let's keep track of Blast Zone here. Blast Zone's going to kill Life's Bounty and the Shadow Spear. Okay, so I think we Wicked Wolf the Black Lance Paragon.
Sure.
I mean, they could give protection to green to Kudro afterwards, but then... Okay. Opponent saw the writing on the wall. So if you've never played against uncontested Beast Whisperer, let me tell you a thing or two. And if both of these get online, because next turn we would have had 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 10, 11, 13. Yeah, this just goes nuts. Do I have a human? No. Yeah, that's an elf druid. Yeah. So, all right. W. Well, I think that's going to do it for us on this one. I'm Robbie Wong.
This is Winston Wong. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.